Live. What's up, guys? Mic check, mic check.
You just turn on your volume?
No, it's got to do that. What's up, guys? Today is Thursday, July 18th. Dispositions Thursday. I got Donovan here with me. I'm really excited. Drop a comment if you're having any issues, if you have any questions at any time. This is always supposed to be a Q&A. If you're in Discord, raise your hand, drop a comment, let us know. Hop on stage with me and start chatting. One thing before I get into anything is I want to talk about what we have coming up. Next Thursday in our office is the REIAF Open Office Mastermind, whatever the hell we want to call it, right? It's our open office mastermind. It's in our office. I said office like 17 times. This month we're discussing marketing, direct-to-seller marketing. So if you have anything to do with real estate, if you're doing retail, if you're doing wholesale, if you're doing wholesale, if you're doing fix and flips, come on down, talk about marketing, what's working, what's not in today's market. There's a lot of things that have changed. So we're going to be breaking down a lot. Just before that, right, so for next Thursday's event, I have the CEO of Sphere Rocket VA, Justin. He's coming in. I'm going to have a talk with him on Tuesday's call. We're going to be breaking down his services, hiring out VAs, the pains of them, a bunch of it. That all goes in with marketing. I invited him just for this one because it had such a nice core touch to it. And then he's going to actually be at the event on Thursday, so if anybody wants to come and talk to him, he will be there to actually talk to everybody in person. Today, we're talking dispositions. We're talking wholesale deals, wholesaling, disposition, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. We're going to break down some deals. I'm going to pull up the analyzer. We're going to actually show numbers, show actual numbers of what your profit would be, what you're expected to lose. If you should take that deal, if it's worth the risk of saying, hey, I'm going to get under contract, I can actually move it in 30 days, you know, if that spread is worth it. And then we're going to actually talk about one of our deals, our actual deals. Donovan is going to break it down from start to finish. Everything he does, you can start talking anytime you want. Just tell me to shut up.
Yeah, so we got a deal in Murchison, Texas, so we'll go over it later, but I'm just going to kind of show you how I start my disposition process from as soon as getting the deal, setting up the tasks for me or my other disposition agent, how I run numbers on it, how I talk to acquisitions about it, how I go about getting pictures on it, and then obviously dispoing, and I'll probably make a couple of live calls just to show y'all how I find these cash buyers, how I talk to them, how I give them information, how I negotiate with them. So yeah, you'll kind of get the whole spiel today.
Let's jump off into I want to quote unquote bad deal. All right, so I had this one queued up. This is 3913 Cambridge Road. It's a deal in Garland. It was sent to me by a wholesaler. I'm not trying to name names or anything like that. So let's just look at the photos of the property. Okay. I'm going to let everybody digest their own thoughts.
It's not bad. It's not good.
Yeah, okay.
It's not bad either. Do you have the wholesaler's marketing message for this deal?
Yeah. We can
I'd
fully,
like to see that.
we can definitely bust them.
Yeah,
That's a bedroom in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a converted garage without doing the converted garage, bro. They sealed in the garage with plastic.
Tony would tell me this is a bedroom.
This
Market is at a 4.
punch a hole and you got a window. Oh my lord. This is some ghetto shit. This guy's all upset because he's asked to show his room right now. Oh, sorry, I didn't know anybody was coming today. I was just playing WoW or whatever fucking game.
At least they let him in. I just walked one. They wouldn't let me into one of the rooms because someone was sleeping in there. So I had to give the homeowner my cell phone.
Yeah, but they were.
So that they could go in.
They were good tenants, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Like the house was actually well kept after and stuff. Oh.
Oh.
Bro.
Okay.
You guys missing a leg?
That's why they
And
didn't
you're
walk
just
out of the
gonna
room.
blast it out?
And look, it looks like someone's like on their little wheelchair going out too.
Oh my goodness. Tony! Oh my goodness.
From the outside, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. You were better off not.
Yeah. From
Like,
the outside, it's
you were
good.
better off not sending interior photos, all right? Because the numbers on it are hysterical. So they don't give you any repairs. They say it's a 300 ARV, $200,000 purchase price. You got $100,000 spread there to make, but they're leaving the average flipper $10,000 to do repairs if they want to get a hard money loan and then be at that respectable good deal number, right? That deal isn't taking 10,000.
Hell no.
What
You know the
number-
square footage
what-
on it?
Yeah, we can actually.
So just looking at it, I mean, obviously it needs a full interior rehab. The roof honestly looks good. It
It's
looked like it had a new water heater.
It's a 3 1.5 in Garland.
1259 square feet.
Yep, 1970 build, 1259 square feet.
So the way I break down numbers when I'm trying to figure out how much work something needs, if it needs everything full remodel, I'll do like $60 a square foot. If it needs, let's say 2 big ticket items like a roof and maybe just foundation, you can drop it to like 40 to 50 a square foot. If it needs just cosmetic rehab, you know, you could do maybe 30 a square foot. I don't like to go less than 30 a square foot because that's when you start getting those like, oh, it'll cost $10,000, $15,000 of rehab, and any rehabber knows that that's not possible or feasible. And even if it is, even if that's the kind of deal I'm marketing, I want to kind of exaggerate my rehab numbers a little bit just so my buyers think, okay, this kid is conservative on his numbers, and at the end that'll just make them more money versus, honestly, it's good that they didn't put any rehab numbers. I think they did it on purpose because they know that the numbers don't add up. So that was the reason. But just looking at it, I would probably do at least $50 a square foot. So if you take the square footage, just multiply that by 50, that puts us at 62,000 in repairs.
Bam. They're blasting out an 87% deal, right? So even if all goes well, if every stars align for the next 6 months, you're in and out of it in less than 6 months, right? All stars align, you're gonna make $19,000 on this. You're gonna spend $52,000 just as a down payment on the hard money loan. Okay? You're gonna spend $52,000 just to get to closing, just to get to the table. That's not including the closing fees, all right? And then you're gonna potentially make 20? No, this is a fucking loss all day long.
And what, that's over 6 months it's gonna take to fix this up?
So I was holding this one out because right off the spread, if you look at their marketing image, and we can pull it up if you want. So here it is. If somebody can do better on this rehab, obviously go buy it, right? Maybe you can get it done for $10,000. Good luck. But I'll guarantee, and we can pull this up too. We can look at comps. I guarantee you a house that's $300,000 in this neighborhood is not looking like that dog shit, right? It's not looking. You can't even paint that house for $10,000. Let's go to Zillow. I'll go to a free resource. Here's one right around the block for 282 pending. New floors, clean. You can't make, you can't fix that other house for 10 grand for less than that, right? Or make it a good number, something that makes sense. Those bathrooms need to be fully gutted, replumbed. Even if this isn't standard, right? You're seeing what the build out needs to be. It's just rental grade, if you want to call it that. But again, it's going to cost quite a penny to get that other shit box to match that. So that was one of those deals that I wanted to, just came in this morning. Sorry, guys.
Talk about what his dispo price should be.
Yeah, we can get over that too.
I mean, just quick numbers. It should be around like a 170, 175.
So yeah, so my calculator over here is saying 178. So if you did 178,
that's at 80%. So I mean, that's
right?
The highest I think you should be marketing or trying to sell something for.
But that's okay. And the reason why I'm okay with that is because somebody's going to come in and talk us down, right?
Yeah.
Our list price, the same way as our max allowable offer should be our end price at the worst. Our list price is also not the end price. Our list price is at the highest that we want, and then we're going to walk it back down because we're realistic about our numbers. So we're okay with that.
And not saying it's impossible, but I mean, most of the time, yeah, you only go down from whatever number you put. People negotiate down. It's hard to get someone to pay more than your asking price. I mean, I've done it. I know other people that have done it, but that's when you start creating like bidding wars that buyers don't really like. And that's when you start pissing buyers off and lose buyers. So yeah, you might get, let's say, another $5,000, but you're gonna piss off a buyer that will delete your phone number and never wants to talk to you again. And you could have made 20, 100,000, millions of dollars with this guy.
And the what I like about this, right, is if somebody's coming in here to buy this at 178 now, yeah, it's an 80%, but they're spending 30 to make 41.
Yeah.
That's more respectable, all right? And then again, as they walk it down, if the deal works for them, they're gonna jump on it. But as the deal makes sense for them, maybe it's not gonna be 62. I'm okay with that, right? Now you're gonna be 60, 55. Again, now you have room for them to work with. It's an actual profit for them to make. Okay.
This is a nice little calculator. You did good. You did good.
Man, I'm pretty happy with myself. I got the new Guru way over here, right? So if you wanted to back into it, it's a 300 ARV, and you want to make 15K on it. You want to make 15K spread. So your 148 is going to be your max offer. If anybody needs this calculator, it's in the toolkit, right? So in the comments, REIAF toolkit, click on the link. It's a free download. This will come to you. No shams. The whole time, I'm so analytical. You have to be looking at things. You have to understand the numbers fully, okay? I can't get over this all enough. Let's jump into, so I'm back on this one, right? Obviously, this is how you can use a free resource to actually comp stuff too. So you're trying to find out what is around that's listing, that's pending, that's active, that's sold, all that bullshit.
Especially right now, like you really got to look at the sold or the active comps more than the sold comps. So Zillow would be good to find that because there's a couple deals I looked at. The sold comps are around like 250, but there's a couple actives at 240, 245 that are fully fixed up and aren't selling. So that's your new ARV. You can't go based off of those sold prices anymore. And that's what I'm getting buyers telling me and arguing with me about is like, I see your comps, but look, there's 2 deals active for less than that. So I know like if I list it right now, realistically, I'm not going to get those numbers.
Let's analyze. This is another one that's one of our members' deal. All right. So he just got this under contract. I want to kind of break down what you would list it for, right? How do you want to go through it?
So I'm gonna use MLS because I have access to it. and that's the best way to comp. Should be the only way. If you don't have MLS access, you need to figure out how to get it. I know there's a lot of different websites and platforms you could use to try to find these comps. I'm not saying you need it, just like you saw we looked earlier on Zillow and found a good ARV for that property. But if you have it or can get it, it's definitely useful. It's the only way to get accurate comps and results.
It's the most accurate data, okay?
Yeah.
And I want to highlight something because I'm a little upset. Yesterday, after our call with Tony, we went deep into how to comp and how to find out ARVs. We went deep into that. I think we spent over 45 minutes alone on that one topic. You can do that with any service, okay? I've talked to other members that spend tens of thousands of dollars annual just to try to get good numbers, good data, right? Good ARV estimates. You have to realize that you can do the same thing with the free service, right? You're not gonna take that automated number though, okay? Never take, I don't care if it's DealMachine, I don't care if it's PropStream, I don't care if it's, I don't care if it's the MLS, all right? When you enter in your thing and you run a CMA, never get an automated CMA and take that, okay? You have to actually break down the comps. You have to go into it and look at each property, what the square footage is, what the like for like is, right? You actually have to find something that's dollar for dollar likeness of what your end product's gonna be, all right?
All right, so we have a 3-2, 1,200 square feet. Let's see what the year built is.
1962.
1962.
Tommy, you got a pen over there? Pen?
My head went to
What kind of pen? All right, so 3-2, 1,200 square feet, 1962 build. It's on a 9,200 square foot lot, which I think is like a little under a quarter acre. Yeah, 0.212 acres. So we're just gonna look for comps over here. As you saw, I went back 180 days because there's not a lot of comps. If we're in like Dallas or Fort Worth, I'd probably just go back 90 days because there's enough comps in that area. But right here, going back 180, I have 21 comps. Keep in mind, you don't want to cross any highways or major roads, so I'm not gonna look at anything on the west side of 75. I'm gonna stay over here. And then just looking at our results real quick. Let's see, so I wanna sort by, I wanna look at what is closed right now. This camera's in my way.
Yeah, it messes with me all the time too.
All right, so it looks like we have a 3-1 right here. Let's take a look at it. So this is a 3, 1.5, about 1,000 square feet, 1968. So this is pretty similar to ours. Just looking at some pictures from it. Let's see. This is the most expensive comp by us. So I would look at this thinking, you know, this is ARV, this is what's fixed up. You got to think when you're in these outskirts cities, it's not going to look like your Dallas rehabs. You know, they're not going to put marble floors and granite countertops.
They're also, a lot of times, they're lived in. There's totally different lived in ARV, which is still a nice house. You can go up to McKinney and find, look at that neighbor trash.
Yeah, so right off the bat, that's something you got to consider. I mean, this house is nice, pretty, beautiful backyard. Who are your neighbors though? Like when I'm dispoing a deal, if this was my deal and I saw that, I would be like, fuck. I don't even want buying buyers to go walk it because they're going to take one look over there. And they're concerned because whenever they fix it up and go to list it, you know, it's hard to sell something that there's people living in the backyard in some tents. So this looks like a fixed up comp. I'll highlight that.
There's also a big, trying to think of how to say it. There's a lot of weight that goes into understanding who your buyer is too, right? So who you're marketing to, who's going to actually buy this deal, right? That comes into on the acquisition side, and we can get on that more next Tuesday on the acquisitions call. But it goes into like who's going to buy this deal, who's actually this 80%. Is it going to be somebody that's going to buy it, pay cash for it, and live in it? Is this going to be an investor? So probably if they're going to be an investor, are they going to buy at 80%? No, I'd probably expect them to walk us down, which I'm okay with. That's a nice one.
Yeah, so this one looks fixed up. Definitely consider that. Shit, that was more fixed up than the one that sold previously.
Yeah.
So this one sold at 250. This one sold at 252. And then the other comp that I selected was at, oh, I guess it's not sorted by price either. Let me see. Price.
Current price next to address.
There you go. Dang. Okay, I'll just stick to this. So looking at other ones, this one is way bigger than ours. So we only have 1,200 square feet. This is 2,500, so I would not look at that. Same with this one, a little bit too big. Do you see the
that
square
one's
foot?
1360. That's pretty on the money.
Yeah.
That's pending.
And this
too.
one is pending, so that's, like I said, we need to look at actives and pendings for sure. Yeah. This one's fixed up.
Is that concrete, stained concrete throughout? Man, that is some ghetto ass shit. Speaking of which, September, Texas Tuesday, I will be speaking at, I think it's the 2nd. Make sure you guys are there. I'm going to be going in depth. Me and Maximilian are going to be busting down the house in that. So once I get the marketing messages and all that blasting out, I will send it out.
Nice. Okay, so that is pending at 325. Honestly, that neighborhood, let me see. I want to definitely try to look at things in our subdivision. When you go to different neighborhoods and subdivisions, obviously prices are going to be different. So we're in Odell's. The fact that we're in Denison and I had to go 180 back, see, there's nothing in our specific subdivision. Mm-hmm. So that's the other thing to consider. So once I like pick my couple, I'm going to go to the map and see how far they are from us.
So when you go back to the map, the ones that you picked will highlight?
Yeah, so I listed them, so boom. So like this one's pretty close to me. Can I see the price on that? 250. So this is that comp for 250. I think this was the nice one too. Yep.
No, it was Eagle Walls.
So right now, just looking at these really quick, I'm thinking my ARV is around 250. Let's see if we have. These are all 4. This one is a 3.2 active.
2507 Easy Street. Hashtag Kelly Smith in the house.
So this one's active at 259. Is not selling. It is fixed up, but so that tells me like I do not want to call my ARV above 259. So honestly, I'm probably gonna go with that 250. So just looking at it, I say my ARV on this is 250. Let's see, where were the pictures to it? These are our pictures. Oh, so ours looks good. Ours definitely looks good. I don't think it'll need a lot of work to get to. We don't have any tents next to us, which is good. Looks like
these photos aren't updated, obviously, but
yeah,
they're.
I'm just gonna go based on if it looked like this.
They're. It'd be a shock if all of a sudden you go in there and it's burnt down. I think that would.
So quick math: 250,000. We take 80% of that. That's 200,000. So I'm gonna say this needs. Let's say all the majors are good on it. Let's say it just needs a cosmetic update, which honestly it looked like it did need. So we're at 1,200 square feet. I'm gonna do times 30, so that puts me at 36. So it's 36,000 to get this house looking like that 250 comp. So let me do my quick numbers real quick. 250 at 80% is 200,000. What did we say? Minus 30. So that's 170. So that would be my suggested wholesale price. That's what I would market it at. Looks like, yeah. Oh yeah, I said 36. But yeah. So around, I would start at 170.
All right, yeah. So back off. Hold on.
And that would be if I'm saying that my rehab is at 30. If it's at 36, what is that? 168 or 164? Yeah. So okay,
yeah,
my listing price 165 for this property or best offer. That way, all buyers know that they can negotiate me down. And then from there, I'm hoping my team locked it up at 100,000 so we can make 60K on it.
Hold on 1 second. I don't want to disclose what he actually got it for, but where the hell was it?
Right there.
He called it a 240. So
okay, so
his
that's
ARV
good. Yeah,
was,
he's conservative.
he's actually
which is
more
good.
conservative than us. Yeah. So he's calling it a 240. Respect. Hashtag REIAF.
Oh, so was he asking us what he should dispo it at?
Yeah.
He didn't have a dispo number for you. Okay.
No, but I think he had rehab. Yeah, he was calling it a 20 rehab. So I was trying to figure out what his.
Oh,
So
there's a purchase.
he's more conservative on the ARV, but he's also less conservative on the rehab.
And his purchase price is good too. He can make some money on it. So you locked it up at a good price. If you do good marketing, good dispo, like I'm going to show you today, I think it should be easy to sell, and you can make probably 30, 40K off this deal.
Yeah, and he's gonna. So, all right, well, let's get into the next part, though. So, it's in Denison. Find buyers for it. So, how does that come into your offer, right? Not offer of that 80%. If we pulled it up, because I did this with his other ones, Denison, I'm expecting to have a lot more buyers go into God mode. Yeah, see, I pulled up one of the other ones, and it was Plainview, and it was only 23 buyers, right? But one of said 23 buyers was a relatively good buyer. So if you scroll down, I think it was, he had a 149.
Yeah. Nice,
That's something to work with.
So let me put his in, see. It should pull up some more people.
Yeah, I'm expecting Denison to have significantly more. Yeah, significantly. I'm over here running my mouth.
40K more, but
Hey,
these
we're up to a
buyers are a
million.
lot bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, millions, I try to stay away from. Those are usually the bigger, like, New Westerns and stuff. But the average of property, so, like, these people are all on the tens of thousands, so that's still good. That's still someone that does, 5, 10 deals. So these are all good buyers. As you can see, they have green phone numbers, so they've already been talked
Verified.
to and verified, so you don't even got to do too much work as far as skip tracing and calling these people. They're right there. But yeah, man, so, I mean, shit, you have 40 people you can call right now. What I was just showing you, too, is, like, one of the first things I do is you're already looking at the comps, start calling these fucking realtors, or not even the realtors, but you want to try to get a hold of the people that purchased some of these properties. So if I sorted by price, I'll just go to, like, the cheapest one, $74,000. I guarantee you someone paid cash for this. Boom, yeah, someone paid cash for it. So what I'll do is I'll see who the owner is. See if it's an LLC or person. So it's a person, this Jeanette lady. So I would skip trace Jeanette and say, hey, I have a property for sale in Denison right next to the one that you closed on recently off of West Coffin Street. I just wanted to see if you're still buying any properties out there. If she says yes, send her the details. Most of the time they will.
How do you skip trace?
So I will get
That sounds very difficult.
her name. I will go to a website called Fast People Search.
You gotta let me know what you're about to type.
I'm about to put her name. I'm
No,
about to pull up
I'm just saying.
everything.
Yeah, hit
Oh,
allow.
okay,
Hit allow.
okay.
I'm just saying if you.
Okay, so type her name in, and then I'm gonna go back and see what her mailing address is. So just the city. So she's in Denison.
I haven't cleared my browser history, so anything. If you hit that P, we're gonna get some problems.
It's okay. Pornhub banned Texas. I'm not saying you can't figure.
Yo,
get
you know
around
that
shit.
same day VPN searches went like 800% through the roof.
Okay, so this isn't good. So I look her up, 3 results pop up, and no one in Denison. So I found a lady in San Antonio, someone in I guess that's Connecticut,
Yep.
and then Victoria, Texas.
I hope it's not her. She's not buying anymore,
It
bro.
might be because I put last name first. this.
Oh. Yes, you need an MLS, you need a real estate license to get MLS access, correct?
So
You can
does
also
that mean
get
that
M-
it's impossible, though?
No. All right. You can also, you network, okay? If you don't have direct MLS access, if you don't have a license, right, still network, right? Find somebody that does. Become their friend. Get access. Pay for their realtor fees. They're not that expensive, but it's a nice trade-off, right? There's multiple ways to get access to the MLS, okay, without you specifically having to go get your license.
Yeah, so we have MLS access because obviously Sarah is a broker, so she has that. But as far as that goes, I could get MLS access because I have 10 to 20 different realtor friends, very close friends, and I know some of them probably would just, send me their credentials just for nothing. But like you said, I would definitely try to give them an incentive to give me those. So whether it's paying their realtor dues, throwing them a couple $100 every month, just for access. And I mean, it's worth it because you make 10, 15K off one deal. I mean, that pays for MLS access for however long based on your agreement with them. So
He's asking, with it being so far north, do we take into account a rehab budget because of the travel times, right?
yeah.
You can just leave that up, Tommy. I got the other one up over here, the other chat.
I mean, definitely. I'm never gonna tell. I don't like to tell buyers what they will spend or could spend. Like, especially even when I market, I always put estimated rehab. I'm not gonna tell you what your rehab is gonna be. I'm just gonna show you how I got my numbers. That's why I'm putting the rehab up there. Because there's some people that will go. We put 36. There's some people that only do 15,000 rehab. There's some people that'll do 50. So both of those people are gonna argue with me on my numbers. So I'm not gonna try to do too much thought process on like rehab numbers because at the end of the day, that's up to the buyer to.
But it's accounted in there. Realistic rehab numbers, realistic figures are taken into account. Even when you, again, go back, watch yesterday's episode, the link from yesterday's call, Tony, one of the first things we did was we broke down almost a seven-figure flip. I think it was like 800,000. No, it was a $1 million flip. The whole thing that we were analyzing was 1.1, and we ended up calling it like 999. All of that, right, started with, all right, well, he does have a realistic budget involved for that type of rehab.
Yeah.
So that was actually a good wholesaler. And then we broke down where the deal could have been potentially going wrong.
Okay, so back to this. So I fix her name, one person pops up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call this lady. There's a couple numbers. I can call them to try to see if it is her. And the way I would go about that is, hey, I'm trying to get a hold of Jeanette Tripp. You just purchased the property on 2616 West Coffin Street in Denison. Is this the right person? They're gonna tell me yes, no, fuck off pretty quick. So if I go back here, there's probably like 8 phone numbers to call, so I can bang that out really quick, 5-10 minutes, call all those numbers. If I don't get a hold of her, then that's when I'm gonna just call her realtor. So obviously the realtor has access to Jeanette because she helped her close on it. So realtor is, what does that say, Daniel Gentry?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So I'm gonna call Daniel. Hey Daniel, this is Donovan. I have a property that I'm selling off market in Denison, and it's near a deal that you just closed recently off West Coffin Street. I wanted to see if your buyer that purchased that is interested in any other properties over there, or maybe you have a couple different cash buyers in the area who would be interested. We're selling off market, so this would be a good way for you to make a little bit extra cash. I'm selling our property, let's say for, what was our price on it? 147. Let's say I'll tell him I'm selling my property for 150. If you can sell it, then that's $3,000 that I'm willing to give you. So that's adding his fee on top of my fee, but I do that myself. So like a lot of times realtors will they'll push you away.
160.
160.
Yeah, 164.
All right, so we're at 164. So I would tell this guy, hey, I'm selling this property for 170. If you can bring me a buyer, I'll give you $7,000. And that's more money than they would have made, if they were to list this property. And because we're doing this off market, that's not a commission they're getting. They're actually getting a finder's fee, so they don't have to report that back to their brokerage. So this dude just made a bunch of money off of a deal that he didn't have to source or anything. I found him, I reached out to him, and it's more money than he would have made, if he would have listed it, and obviously he doesn't have to pay his broker. So, pitch that to the realtor. You can make $7,000 if you just bring me a buyer at 170. And I guarantee you he's going to call Jeanette, he's going to call other realtors he knows, he's going to do the work because I don't know how successful he is, but that $7,000 might, make this his best month yet.
Yeah, it goes a long way. The average realtor only does 3 to 5 deals per year. So being able to throw an extra couple grand in their pocket is an amazing way to get your properties moved.
Yeah.
Same thing when you're doing. That's how I got into lending, right? I was cold calling realtors.
And realtors can be useful. They can also be pieces of shits, but like when you do find someone that's familiar with the off-market investment side, they're very awesome to work with. It's just the reason that I think like investors don't like realtors is because it's so hard to find those realtors. You have to go through 50 to 100 realtors just to find that one that's like investor friendly and actually knows what they're talking about and knows what you're talking about. A lot of people, first thing a realtor always going to say is, are you the owner or are you an agent? Oh, no, I'm a wholesaler. We have this property under contract. We're just looking to assign it. A realtor that's not familiar with wholesalers or the investment side, that sounds like a scam to them. And they always say, oh, you're just scamming. Like, I don't do that kind of business. I've had so many realtors say that.
Well, they
don't see that there's no problem or risk to it, and there's nothing sketchy or illegal about it. And I'm like, this is a good way for you to make money, but.
Well, people are also so ignorant to what investing is, right? So even on the acquisition side, when they hear cash offer, a lot of times they get clammed up because they think a bag of cash is going to get dropped off. There was one seller that was, remember with Mason, they demanded cash at closing before signing. Like they wanted us to come in, slide a briefcase across, and then get his signature.
Like, I'm not signing anything until I get my money.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
That's not how this works.
I can't even guarantee you're gonna get the money today because you fucking put us off till the afternoon.
It's the whole way that the reason you do real estate the correct way is because you're using legal and authoritative people, right? You're using the third-party transaction of a title company. Right? If you're in a lawyer state, you're using the lawyer at a title company, right? You're always using the authoritative figure.
Yeah. And that helps me too. Like when I'm marketing something, I post something on Facebook. I posted something over there off by Possum Kingdom. I don't have any buyers. There's not a lot on there. So I just went on Facebook, joined a Possum Kingdom Facebook group and posted the house for sale by owner. I just started getting attacked by the freaking trailer goblins over there saying, this is a fucking scam, yada, yada, this is fake. And even realtors were calling me out saying, oh, this isn't real. You're not even the owner on file. So like I was just sitting there arguing with them all day and they're like, oh, this is a scam. And I'm like, it's not a scam. We're going through a title company. I will never ask you for personal information or money. If anything, we're going to be, giving money. But yeah, so it helps using a title company. It helps with your credentials and, seeming legit, and a good title company too, because a lot of title companies have bad reps out there. But yeah, so I would call realtors, go on InvestorLift, a bunch of different ways that you can market this deal.
So let's get into our deal now.
Okay. So we just got a deal in Murchison, Texas. Let me just pull up. Let's see.
Shit, sorry.
So we have 372. Whip or will drive in Murchison. So this is far out there. Obviously, we do deals all over DFW. Let's see.
Lake adjacent, almost.
It's funny because that's the top of Tony's marketing message that he made for it. So this is a little west of Tyler, east of, this is Cedar Creek Lake, so we got Gun Barrel, Camp, Maybank all over here. And then obviously here's DFW. So this is out there. It's going to be a little harder to sell, especially because you see, like, we're in a little ass town. Not a lot over here. I'm probably going to have to pull buyers from Edom,
Do we have photos of the house?
Brownsboro. We do not. So just a little background on this house. Tony and Mason just locked this up like yesterday, I believe. So the sellers moved to Fort Worth. So they're living in Fort Worth right now. They have this property. They don't want to have two mortgages, obviously, so they're trying to sell it as fast as possible. So we got them down to a reasonable number. I believe that was like 70,000. And
You don't have to disclose that right now.
so I'm trying to find. So this is so far out there. All the lots to it aren't even platted. So this isn't even where the house really is. It's actually somewhere. I think this is it, and it's on a little over an acre. So it's 3 separate lots that sit right here. Actually, if I pull it up on MLS, it'll be easier to see it. So let's see how much comps pop up out here in Murchison, Texas. So we have 11 matches. Nice, nice. That's good. So at least people are doing deals around the lake. So fuck it, I'm just gonna pull it out, see if we can find a little more. Definitely want to be careful crossing the lake. It's kind of like crossing that major road or highway. As you can see, these are 2 separate neighborhoods. So matter of fact, I'm just gonna draw a little circle around here. So I'm just gonna stick to our side of the lake.
More of like a bean. You drew a bean.
Thank you, thank you.
Kidney bean. Kidney stones. That's a Friends reference.
Okay, so let me delete this. So ours is actually right here. So this is our house, and as you can see, this is all of it. So it's this lot, and this lot. All together makes, I think, 0.9 acres. So just looking at this, obviously it's not platted. It doesn't even pull up on Realist. So this is something, okay, we need a survey for it. So in my marketing message, I'm automatically gonna say, need survey. I'll be able to explain that to a buyer easily. But my marketing picture for it, I literally just highlighted all this so that they know what they're buying. And then looking at comps, so I comped this earlier. I don't want to spend too much time on comping because that's not what today's about. But so we have about a $200,000 ARV. When you look at these really quick,
Let me just see what an ARV house is. Like, I think that's a good, instead of going through the whole process.
and you also got to be careful because
It is nice that the subdivisions are really itemized.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they literally have Roman numerals for this fucking place.
And the other thing is, when looking at ARV comps and being on a lake, you got to be careful that you're not looking at something that's lakefront. So, like this property that closed at 400, almost 500,000, I would hope it's lakefront.
Oh, it's new construction, pretty much.
Okay. That's another thing you gotta look out for, new construction. So, our house was built in 1990, which isn't bad, but I don't want to look at something that was built in 2023. So this is another property that sold for almost 500,000. Beautiful house. It's lakefront, has a whole boathouse and everything. So obviously, I don't want to look at these. But just to answer you, so going at 240, we have this property. This is a pretty big property. It's 2,200 square feet. This is fixed up. So ours is only 1,100 square feet. So this is about
how much?
1,000. This one's 2,200. So this is 1,000 square feet bigger than ours. Yes, it's fixed up. However, I think it's a little too big. Not only that, but it's brick. It's a nice looking home. I think ours is like wood siding with a metal roof. So that's why I'm under 240 a little. So let's see. I think the next one is at 190. Hopefully this one's fixed up. Yeah, so I think I see how I got my 200 ARV. You know, this one's not fully fixed up. It's not that nice of a house.
Somehow Airbnb that shit, bro.
Yeah.
All that wood.
So I went a little between the 240 to 190, so I put 200 to be conservative. I think it could be a little bit more. Ours is also 2-story, so that's something to consider. So just being conservative with my numbers, I said 200,000 ARV. We estimate, just based on what they were telling us, like a $40,000 rehab.
That's Tony, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's saying that we should market this deal at 120,000. Mind you, that's at 80. So my asking price for this is actually 95,000. So I did that because it's a little bit out there. I don't think you can sell something for.
You said 95.
Mm-hmm.
That's also our back end way, and we didn't get into that. That's over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to back into it with a price, right? All right, we want to make 15,000 on this deal minimum.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to get there? You're going to take 10% off the top for that estimated closing cost. You're going to take your rehab. You're going to take your investor profit off the top. So investor profit typically is 15% desired. So the investor is going to make a minimum of 30,000. We're going to make 15,000. So our max allowable offer is 95.
Yeah.
So if we buy this for 95. No, sorry. What would be the? Yeah.
So but my sale price is 95. So this is what I'm asking for it. So that's at 70% of 200,000. So since this is a little out there, it's not in DFW. There's less buyers. I'm selling it at 70%. And shoot, I think even 70% put me at like 100,000. So I listed at 95 just to, make sure that people know they're getting a deal. You were asking about pictures earlier. So pictures, we do not have pictures because these people live in Fort Worth. Not only that, but this is in a gated community. To the point like you just need I think it's a card, you put it to the gate. So, and they have the keys to it. So it's gonna be a little tricky. I can't put it on lockbox because obviously people won't be able to get into the community. So Mason actually met the seller yesterday at Bass Pro Shop in Grapevine, picked up the keys and the little card. So we have those with us. So at any point we can, I think there's like 2 hours away. At any point, one of us just has to drive out there.
Just got to take a vacation.
Yeah, however, so the way I want to go about this is I want to market it a little bit before, get some interest, because I don't want to have to go out there multiple times. So I want to, make calls, get some interest on it, get maybe 5, 6, 7 people that are interested, and I'll be like, hey, I'll be out there, Saturday, next Monday at this time, meet me out there. That way you can get inside. So I'll get pictures while showing it to them at the same time. And cross my fingers, pray to God that someone takes it from that showing, because if not, then I might have to sell this just based on pictures. I'll obviously be able to give them access prior to closing, but unless they want to come pick up keys from us in Dallas, drive out there, and then bring us keys back because you're not keeping the keys,
maybe we can
then
put
it's
the
going to be hard.
lockbox
Somewhere on the outside of the community.
Mason said
that. Make one of those, like, what do they call it? Like
geocache?
Yeah, geocache. Put a whole Easter egg hunt to it.
So, brand new deal that we got locked up. You got your numbers. We worked them out already. What's your first step?
So my first step is I am going to make tasks for myself and for Daniela if she was to help me on this. So I come over here.
What's this amazing tool?
This is Monday.com. It allows you to set tasks for yourself. So as you see, I have like task templates down here. So right now I'm just making a duplicate of my SFR wholesaling template. So this is basically the steps and processes that I take whenever I get a deal. So
single family residential deal.
So first step is send to VIP buyers. Second step, send out an email blast. And then I'm gonna add it to all my websites. So we have websites that buyers can go at any point and see what deals we have. The reason I do this first is because there's been deals. The deal we just sold in Irving, actually. I made one, I don't even think I made a phone call. I made one text. I made one text to one buyer that I knew would buy it. He said he would take it, deal sold. So I sold it just by doing one thing versus, going wasting my time doing all these other things and then making that one call and selling it.
So how do you go about building what is a VIP buyers list? How do you go about building one? Yada yada yada. Because they're not. It's not everybody, right? Like, it's not one dickhead that's on everybody's VIP buyers list, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and everyone's VIP buyers list should be different.
They're all very unique. It goes back to that understanding who your buyer avatar is, who's actually buying the property, who's buying where and buying what. Get into that. I don't want to talk for
my
you.
VIP buyer is someone that has purchased a property from us already. So these are people that I know can perform. And then obviously, if you've purchased multiple properties from me, you're at the top of my VIP buyers list. So that was the case with this dude. He's, I think, purchased 2 from us. He's top of my VIP buyers list, so he's the first person I text. He instantly says he wants it. He actually walked it on Wednesday and closed. Oh, no, today is Wednesday. He walked it on Tuesday and closed yesterday. So that's another reason he's my favorite VIP buyer. This guy buys all cash, doesn't use any lender, and had such a big dick that he didn't even walk it. Sent his contractor to walk it the day before. Picked up a cashier's check the next morning, brought it to the title company, signed everything, dropped it, boom.
That also goes a long way with being the professional, not being cute, all the shit I've been saying. When it goes down to you presenting the deals, they know, all right, I've already purchased from him. I know what he's getting is what he's selling. What I'm buying is what I'm getting, or whatever analogy that is, right? Like, I trust him. So this goes so long. It doesn't take much to ruin your reputation in this industry. So make sure you're actually putting out what you say you are.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing, I love having good relationships with these people too, because you trust the people that you've done business with. You might see someone on Facebook, he's in all the Facebook groups, he's doing a bunch, but if you've never done business with that person before, you don't know what kind of investor that is. You don't know if they've screwed other people over. You don't know what title company they use or their processes or their contracts. So when you've done a deal with somebody before, you keep and maintain that relationship, and it makes it a lot easier to wholesale to them in the future, because they don't have to do the bullshit like qualifying that most buyers have to do with wholesalers. He knows me, he knows that I work good, I know him, I know that he performs and works good. So, and I know that he can pay cash, and we needed this deal to close next day, and he was able to close next day. So that's another reason, this was the guy that I texted, because that is one of the few, maybe honestly only buyer that we have that pays only cash. Like, some people, they might do a deal in cash, but they like to do lender. No, this guy's opposite. He, Hispanic dude doesn't like using lenders at all. It's straight cash, everything that he does. So obviously, because of that got him this deal, and the fact that he was able to do our asking price and perform as fast as he did. But yeah, so.
Real quick, Don's asking, Monday.com. This one, we do spend money on this. So
yes, it does cost money.
I don't know. It's not expensive, I will say that.
I think it was $500 for the year.
Yeah, whatever that works out to be.
And you could, like I said, you can customize this completely. Like, I made all these.
We have multiple users, and again, it's where he manages his team. So that's why it's amazing. That's why we love it.
So right now, I'm just making the deal. Murchison.
To piggyback on what you were just saying, right? Part of understanding your VIP buyers is, like you were just saying, this guy pays in cash, which allows him to buy different deals, right? Because he's not paying interest, he's not paying holding costs, he's not paying points in origination. He's coming with his own cash to pay, and so different things. If you're analyzing that same deal from us, and you're going to have to go get a hard money loan, well, that's typically 2-3% additional costs plus your interest rates. All right, if it's 12%, you're holding it over 6 months. That all this shit adds up so much. So again, just to reiterate it, you have to understand fully who your buyers are, what they need. It's the same thing as understanding your avatar for purchasing and finding your sellers.
Yep. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kind of show you, this is not only, eyes of Dispo, but this is in the eyes of a Dispo manager. So as a Dispo manager, I'm about to set tasks not only to myself, but to the people under me, whether that's, you know, another dispo agent, whether you have a VA, or, you know, if it is just you, then obviously you set these all yourself. So I always like to be the one to reach out to our VIP buyers because they know me. I can send an email blast. I can also have Daniela send an email blast. So that's something that I've trained Daniela to do. I've made, not only have I trained her, showed her, but I've made videos for it. So if, let's say, she doesn't or can't make the email blast, forgets how to do something, comes and asks me, I don't have to stop what I'm doing to show her. I can just tell her to refer to the video that I gave her. And, you know, at any point, she could even teach somebody how to post something on email blast. And the cool thing that I like about it is that also allows you to train other people in the future. You know, these are the systems that you put in place to where no matter who I hire, I can give any person that training video and, you know, they can refer to it and learn how to do something and don't have to bug you, or they don't have to make the excuse that they don't know how to do it, because if you have a video and you still are saying that you can't do it, then at that point, you know, you're not the person with the job and you get fired.
Are you, so I use Loom for all of my videos, the ones that I use, that I train. If I'm sending a video to help desk, right? Like if I'm trying to get my CRM fixed, I click on Loom, I show them exactly what the problem is, and I send that link. That is a free resource. That's a free thing. You guys should be utilizing it. Anything that you're doing repetitively, add it to a Loom, save it for future reference.
So what I'm doing right now, like I said, I'm assigning tasks to everybody, but as you see, certain people have certain tasks based on what that task requires. So I'm giving Daniela the task of posting everything. My time and energy and money, like to get the company money, is best spent making phone calls. So I want to, and those are honestly the thing that takes the most time. So I don't want to waste my time, you know, posting on all these websites. You know, the English website, we're going to post on Trelly, we're going to post on InvestorLift, Zillow, blah, 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 blah. Those are all things that Daniela can do. Even the MailChimp blast, she can just make that post for us and then send it out. So I'm best spent doing what I said, phone calls. This deal, so as you see, we're only going to post on Zillow for the ones that we own. I do not own it, so I'm actually going to delete this. I don't want this on Craigslist. Once again, we do not own this. I don't want to post someone else's property on Craigslist. I've sold lots on Craigslist. I would probably do that with land, but it's going, you know, with someone's house, you don't want to just put someone's address on the internet like that. Land is different because, you know, it's harder to get a squatter on a lot than it is a house. So I'm going to take these out, and then calling our buyers list. So this is the big buyers list. So this is not my VIP buyers. This is just anybody that's in our CRM under a buyer. So this is something, like I said, you know, I'll honestly put for me and Daniela to do because we have so much that will knock it out faster if we do it together. So I'll put that as both of us. I also put both of us under posting on Facebook groups. I want it to be on both of our Facebooks because, I mean, the more people that post it, the more inquiries we get and the more messages, conversations we have, the more likely it is that we get it sold. So I want both of us to post it on Facebook. The other thing is Daniela's Facebook has a lot more Spanish buyers than mine does. I have a lot of, obviously, investors on mine, but she has a lot of Spanish buyers. And the crazy, like I said, most of them pay cash. So yeah. It's good to have Daniela post them because she has those conversations with those people, and that sells a lot of our deals. Some of the deals that, you know, the investors don't want, some of these Hispanic people are more than likely to take up. So posting on our Spanish buyers, or sending to our Spanish buyers list. So this is for owner finance. I don't think we're going to owner finance this property or market it owner finance. We're just going to do wholesale. So I'm going to delete this task. And then sending to any buyer that has bought from us in that area before. This is one of the first things I like to do. Is you saw everything up here is kind of about posting. But another thing I like to do, honestly, I think even before reaching out to my buyers list, so I'm going to put this right here. Delete all these task order numbers. So I want to reach out to people that have purchased or inquired in that area. So what I mean by that is I go to our CRM, which for us, we use Salesforce. I'm going to type in, let's say we don't have any for this one because we've never done a deal in Murchison, but let's say we have a deal in Dallas. I'm going to type in Dallas. I'm going to look up every Dallas property I've ever tried to sell, and I'm going to send it to all of those people that inquired, not just the person that bought it. Obviously, he already got reached out to, or she is our VIP buyer. but I'm gonna reach out to the people that just inquired, because these are people that are obviously looking to buy deals in Dallas. So I send it to all those people real quick, then I'll start sending it to the buyers list. And those people, it's an easier conversation to have, because like, hey, we spoke earlier or a couple weeks ago about the property I had on 123 Main Street, Dallas. I have another property over there. Are you interested? And most of the time, that opens up the conversation to send something. So this is something I might have Daniela do and me, based on who spoke with who. And then obviously from there, that's when we're gonna start cold calling. So we're gonna cold call off of InvestorLift. So that's gonna be my task. Cold call off the MLS, that's gonna be my task as well. Sending to JV partners, that's gonna be my task, because I have certain JV partners I send deals to. So JV partners are wholesalers that can help you sell a deal. I have maybe 3 or 4 that I like to do that with. I don't like to give my deal to any wholesaler. That's just preference. I don't work with New Western. I don't work with Net Worth, so those aren't my JV partners. These are, actual wholesale companies that I've done business with, so that's the reason that I send deals to them. I know that they're good and can perform, and I know that they have a big buyers list. I'm not gonna also let I might be cool, let's say, with a newbie wholesaler, but I don't want a newbie wholesaler to try to sell one of my deals, because they're just gonna waste my time, trying their new hacks that they learned from a guru when they don't really have these set systems and processes in place. I want to find other wholesalers that do this.
The other day, there was a funny interaction that you'd send. It was just, you had to keep on asking the guy if he was the end buyer, right? Or some bullshit. And he just wouldn't answer the question, but he was going about, you can tell right away if they're an end buyer or not.
Yeah. I think they were saying, yes, we're the end buyer. We work with lots of private investors. I'm like, okay, an end buyer wouldn't say that. So are you the end buyer? Oh, we have a lot of private investors that we work with. Okay, so you're not buying. Yes, we're the ones buying the property. So at that point, you can smell the bullshit. And I think it's just funny, not only that, but I could hear their boss next to them telling them what to say. I don't know what headset they were using, but it wasn't very good. So that's just, wholesale one-on-one, we've all been with
Grant Cardone over his shoulder.
Yeah,
just read the script. Just read the script.
And she not only that, but she was repeating what I was saying so that her boss could hear what I was saying, so that he could say. So I was literally, it was a 3-way call, and I was talking to one person. It was annoying me. I hung up on them, told them not to waste my time again. But yeah, so tasks are set. So like I said, I would start sending these out. My VIP buyers, I don't really have, I think I have 2 or 3 in West Texas. So this is kind of by Tyler that I can send this to. You have notes on here?
Yeah. What's, while I pull that up, what's the last one? My RE360.
Oh yeah, so post on my RE360. So that is a really cool website that Adonis Lockett came up with. He's a lender in DFW. If y'all don't know about him, search him up. They actually do an event once a month, or I think it might be every week, in Las Colinas on Wednesday. It's a really good event to go to. But so he made my RE360, which is a website that basically all you have to do is put them on your buyers list. So they're it's an email that I just put on my MailChimp email blast. So when I blast out an email, they automatically get it. And what they do is they upload it to their website. It's just a marketplace for buyers to look at properties. However, it's all of that lender's buyers. So, if they find a deal on there, he's already going to lend to it. So it's easy for them to basically, they have the lender, they have the deal from the wholesaler, everything is ready to go. So my RE360 automatically uploads your deal to their website. So I don't even need a post on it. That's just kind of a reminder. And the cool thing about it too is I don't know if it's the VA or one of his workers, gives me a text or an email once they do upload my property to the website. Usually asking questions. If I didn't put an ARV on there, they'll be like, hey, what's the ARV for this property? So, we can update our website. If I blast something out and I do a price change or a price reduction, a price enhancement, yeah, shout out Brittany.
Hashtag Brittany.
So if I do a price enhancement on a deal, she'll reach out to me, hey, I noticed that the price is a little lower. Do you want us to update it on my RE360? And yeah, so I think it's a really cool platform. So if you don't already, I think if you could just Google my RE360, you could reach out to them and get that email. And like I said, all you have to do is add that email to your email blast, and they will automatically post all your deals for you.
That one, I just want to clarify, I'm pretty sure is free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 100% free.
So definitely check it out.
And like I said, you don't have to do anything. Like you add their email and everything is hands off. Their VA follows up with you, asks questions about the deal, and
Adonis is good people. Nobody knows them. DFW, definitely check them out.
cool. So, I'm gonna bring. Oh no, will it not come up?
Well, it will. Just be careful what notes you're bringing up. You're about to show the world our lockspock codes, bro. That's what I'm like. Calm
Okay,
down.
here we go.
I've got it down.
That was funny. Okay, so this is my marketing
Make
message.
that maximize it.
Okay.
The green one.
So this is my marketing message. Oh, I already fucking said it. I'll leave it up there. So we got this for $71,000. Marketing for $95,000. I don't give a fuck who sees it. I'm gonna sell it anyways. So this is my marketing message up here. Oh shit. So up here, obviously it has the property address. This is a 322. It's on about an acre, 3 lots. I also need to put, like I said earlier, needs survey. That way buyers know whoever buys this is going to have to buy a survey, and guess what? Buyer pays for surveys, we don't. So that's just something that buyers are gonna have to consider. You know, maybe with when they put their offer in. I've had buyers say, oh, I can do your asking price, you know, but that's like the highest I can do, and I need to buy a survey for this. That's gonna cost me $2-3K, you know, can you do this for $93,000, $92,000? And most of the time I'll say, yeah, that's good. So I also like to put or best offer by my sales price. That way buyers know that they can negotiate with me. And by the way, this is on notes. So this is how I can easily, no matter where I'm at, send a deal to a buyer. If I'm at a networking event and someone's like, oh, what deals do you have? You know, I can easily pull up this note, copy it, text it to them really quick, or just show them my phone. And this is another way for if buyers are like, hey, what deals do you have at the moment? Not only can I go to our website, not everyone has a website, but everyone does have notes, hopefully, if you're not an Android user.
Just the way Steve Jobs wanted it.
So you know, pull up your notes, and then you can see, I can see all the properties that I'm currently marketing, and I just pull out my phone. Oh, I have a deal in Murchison, I have a deal in Granbury, wherever the fuck. So, like I said, I'm marketing this at $195, $200,000 ARV, $40,000 reno, and then I'm still a little bit more conservative on my sales price. So I'm at 70%, or actually $5,000 less than 70%. So I'm probably selling this at like 69.5 or whatever. The other thing that buyers need to know, so this, like I said, it's in a gated community, and that gated community has a $595 HOA annual fee. So that's something that they have to consider. This isn't an HOA. So not only that, but we're gonna have to get certificates from the HOA. Our title will have to get all the paperwork from the HOA to transfer title to this new buyer. So, you know, there's gonna be some title work with this. As far as utility goes, so we're on co-op water, we're on co-op electric, and then it does have a septic tank. So that's something else. Most properties by lakes are on septic tanks. I think the city doesn't like to put big sewage pipes near lakes because if anything happens, and it's all just going to go in the water and contaminate it. So most of the time, septic tanks are required. So this was serviced 4 to 5 years ago. Do you know how many times septic tanks need to be serviced? I don't really know that.
10, 20?
Yeah, I think like
no
10 or
idea.
20.
Ask somebody else.
So the fact that it
Google.
was serviced 4 or 5 years ago is good. It won't need to be serviced for another 4 or 5 years, so it should be good. So yeah, so this that I'm highlighting right now is everything that I would send a buyer that's inquiring on this property, just so they know what they're buying, what I'm asking, and they know all of the details of the deal.
You got me thinking now, and I'm convinced it's like every 2 years actually, like because that's all like the videos that you see on TikTok that people are busting up.
That's gonna be funny if it is 2 years.
Yeah.
So like I said, I also don't have pictures, so if I did, I would put a picture link right here. I don't, so I'm just gonna put pictures coming soon. That way, hopefully that saves me the headache of having to listen to buyers say, where are pictures? I'll just say, hey, pictures are coming soon. So yeah, this has window units, that's something else to consider. So this doesn't have central HVAC. It's not ducted for it. So that's something else that, buyers might have to consider. And this might be a little more than a $40,000 rental. Metal roof. So metal roofs are good. I don't know how old that is. And then 2 stories. So this is all the information that acquisition was able to get from the seller just talking on the phone with them. So this is what they give me. Obviously, when I go walk the property and I get eyes on it, take pictures of it, I can edit my marketing message as I go. This is just what I'm going to start out with to get some interest. So from here, we were just on, we got a question?
Yeah, Josh is saying survey costs what now? So you said that a survey, I think, said $4,000 or $2,000. You said a high
Like 2 or
cost
3.
one.
Yeah.
Surveys can cost only a couple hundred, right? If you're in the city limits, surveys are pretty relatively cheap. I will say, if you're getting all the way out here, you're out in Van Zandt County trying to get a survey done, you're having to replat it, all of that, I wouldn't be shocked if it comes back a little expensive, right?
Yeah.
So get ready to drop $2,000, $2,500 on this. I wouldn't be shocked on that.
And you also got to consider, not only are you going out there, but this is, as you saw from the pictures, something that's surrounded by trees. So we also don't know what the freaking agriculture, I guess, is out there. You don't know if these surveyors are going to have to, there's some people that, they have to go on freaking 4-wheelers on people's properties. They have to, my buddy was a surveyor, and there was pictures of him freaking kayaking to go get surveys because, the pin is in the middle of a creek that runs through the property. So whenever surveyors have to do that, it's going to cost, hell yeah, Glenn, shout out Glenn. It's going to cost a lot of money to survey something. So you just got to be considerate. So I won't ever tell someone that a survey is going to be $500 because you're going to be mad when that survey comes back at $1,002, plus. So I say an estimate of 2, 3.
Everybody, I'd rather surprise you than disappoint you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you 2 to 3. If it comes back 700, oh shit, good job. Let's go.
Yeah.
You just made money.
So my marketing message is done. Now what I want to do, how we pull up, I'm gonna let you do it so I don't fuck anything.
What do you want to pull up?
Back to, So I was just on, so I'll send it to my VIP buyers. I don't really have
anybody out
here.
there on this
so
one.
I might skip that. Next thing I'm gonna do is post on my Facebook. So I'm not gonna post on all the Facebook groups I'm in because I'm in a bunch, but I'm just gonna make a Facebook post really quick, just show you what that looks like. These freaking flowers are fucking me up.
Jessica. For the reference, Jessica put this beautiful thing on my laptop. So.
All right, so let's see. Am I on here?
Don't be a bigot.
I'm gonna post it on yours to save time. Next Sicilian's about to post his first deal ever.
Selling deals.
Let's do the little blue house. Best real estate group, Facebook group in DFW, in my opinion.
Hashtag Jawad.
Jawad, yeah. Jawad definitely has the best Facebook group out there. It doesn't have the most members. There's some Facebook group members out there with 70,000, 100,000. I think those are the worst Facebook groups, honestly, because it's just oversaturated by freaking VAs and scammers. In those Facebook groups, you'll make a post, and I'll instantly get 5 comments, and it'll be like, I'm so thankful for so-and-so for helping me with my cryptocurrency. Follow their page if you would like. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. So what I'm gonna do is just copy my marketing message real quick. And then I'm gonna edit it a little bit for Facebook. So boom, big marketing message. So first things first, I don't want to post my address on here. So I'm gonna just put house for sale in Murchison, Texas.
How do we get across that it's in a lake adjacent house?
Boom, lake adjacent.
You need at least 3 exclamation points there, Hoss. That's how I would have wrote it.
Boom. So something that I like to do to not make my Facebook post so lengthy, I want them to see all the information kind of at the top. So I just do this, hit her with one of these. Boom. And then I love Tony's. It's 1,100 square feet-ish.
1104-ish. It's 1104-ish square feet. Yo, that 4 makes it really not ish. I just want you, you're better off just saying 1100-ish.
That number's fucking with me. Square feet.
1105.
And then we have a 1990 build. I'm gonna bring this up here. So as you see, I'm trying to get all this and just make it smaller, so I can already delete almost all these. And then needs survey. I'm gonna do window units. So it needs HVAC. Oh, damn it, I just tagged HVAC for life. Cool, and then I'm just gonna go into my numbers. I don't wanna make something too big, so I'm gonna put 200K ARV. We have a 40K, and then something I like to do is plus reno. So if someone tries to argue with me, like, oh, that's a 50, 60, I said 40K plus.
Did you not see the addition sign?
And then we're at
95?
95K asking price.
You deleted that, it was a 2-story.
I don't think that's too important.
All right, just letting you know.
Yeah, so that'll be in my main marketing message when I send it. This is just to like kind of get people's eyes really quick. So I just want, I think that lake, you know what? I'm gonna even move this lake adjacent.
I think that's the real selling point. You got a lake house adjacent.
Let's see. Boom. Needs HVAC. And then, fuck it, 2-story.
You need to separate your 1990 year built in acres. Throw a little
thank you,
hiya.
thank you.
No, back one. Yeah, there you go. A little hiya space. There you go.
Cool. So basic information. This is just gonna help people see it, read it, and then get eyes on it, and then ask me for more information. And then that's when I'll send them all the info. So like as you see, I didn't even really put all the utility information in there. I can put the HOA. So this is a $595 annual HOA fee. Just put that. Boom. So yeah, they'll get all this other info once they actually inquire, ask about it.
No, hold on, motherfucker. Go back and at yourself.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot this was you.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting my shit blown up. They're never gonna get responded to.
Boom. So you can even go here, bold something. Someone bold my asking price.
I'm gonna critique it and say you need more emojis.
So I like to put my emojis in the title. So the fact that this is something to do with the lake, I'm gonna put maybe some water, a boat.
Just type in lake.
Oh shit. Sorry, I have an old computer. Mine doesn't do that. Fuck, let's go with this little speedboat. The lake's so small, you probably can't even put a boat on it.
Nah, it was a
Or-
decent sized lake.
No. No, was it?
You can at least get something on it. You can go out on a jet ski.
Compared to Cedar Creek Lake is right here.
Yeah, no. First off, nobody goes on Cedar Creek Lake and goes all the way north to south. Nobody's like, oh, let's go for a 2-hour drive.
There's a lot of crack up there.
Cedar Creek Lake, known for running crack across it. It's not one of the Great Lakes.
Boom. I'll do another emoji up here. Just grab some attention.
House.
Oh, fine, I'm gonna put some water, but I'll put a house on there. Boop. Oh shit. Cool, and this is all it looks like. Unfortunately, there's literally no pictures that I could get for it, except for the one that I made, which, let me send that to you really quick. And then I will upload that. So you need at least one picture. I don't care. Like I said, I don't have any, so I just got a satellite view of this. Share. And I'm just gonna post a satellite view, but I definitely don't think you should ever post something without some kind of picture. So this is going to be a good example of what you can, there's two pictures, what you can post when you don't have pictures of your property, or I can't even get a Google Street View of this because it's in a gated community. So I literally, this is like what I'm working with. Let's see. Save. I don't know where those saved. We're about to pull up Nick's photos. Ah!
Go to downloads. Nope.
Might have saved like to your photos gallery.
Go to photos. Aha.
There we go.
Oh, there you are.
So this is my first picture. So this is, like I said, I just outlined the lots. And then I'm gonna show where it's at according to the lake. I might not, just to like.
I think that
people...
one's a selling point, actually. Fucking lake adjacent.
I think lake adjacent means like you should be able to see the lake from your property,
I
though.
bet you can throw.
You cannot throw shit.
I bet you can
Jackie
fire.
Robinson couldn't throw shit over there.
I bet you can fire a potato launcher and hit the lake.
Okay. Should I put that in my marketing message?
Yeah. Within potato launcher range. Lake.
Just because it's you.
Yeah, lake within potato launching range.
Put a fucking potato. There should be a potato emoji, right?
As a peach. And the eggplant, those get used often.
Can't see shit. Is that it?
Yeah.
Potato. Cool.
Is that how you want the title?
What?
Starting with the Jason?
Nope. Good catch.
Boat adjacent. Send it.
Boom. So that task is done. I honestly, like I said, I'm gonna have me and Daniela post this. So what I want Daniela to do is make a completely different Facebook post. I want it to be different format. Obviously same info, you can't mess that up. Even different pictures if possible. So I want people to think, two separate deals. I don't care if people are inquiring with both of us. I just want to try to get it out. I think it kind of looks bad when you have multiple wholesalers or daisy chainers posting a deal and so many people have seen that same deal. Like buyers just start talking shit under your comments, not even inquiring about it. And you can usually see when something's getting daisy chained.
We'll see. I'm telling you, this is gonna sell it right there.
So now I'm gonna go back to Monday. That task is complete, so I'm going to mark that as complete. Done. So I can see, I'm even gonna do all these. Danielle's gonna do those. So Danielle hasn't done these tasks yet, obviously. So let's say I tell Daniela, okay, I need you to do these tasks today. I'm gonna come in tomorrow morning. If it's July 12th and these tasks aren't done, Danielle's in trouble. Same thing for me, set tasks for myself that I need to do today. I mean, it's not bad if you don't finish anything. I give both of us a lot of tasks to do in a day, and when you have multiple deals and having to do all of these for multiple deals, It can be a lot, and you won't get to everything every day. But this will just help me know, tomorrow morning before I do anything, before I answer any messages, I'm gonna log into Facebook and I'm gonna make myself a little to-do list for the day. That way, I can keep myself on track because I haven't picked up my Vyvanse prescription yet. So I would start down here with my RE360, try posting it on their website, spend an hour figuring out why I can't post it, and then so this helps me a lot. As far as posting it on InvestorLift, Trelly, those are all things I recommend people do. On Trelly, I haven't sold anything posting on InvestorLift Marketplace yet. I have found buyers that way, but posting on Trelly, I have sold deals on. So if you don't have a Trelly account already, go on Trelly, and it's really easy. You just put in all the property information.
That's another free.
Then,
that's another free resource too. If you guys aren't using it, you should be, and you need to be.
So, contacting previous buyers that have bought from us in this area. Haven't sold anything over here. I've sold some deals in West Texas, so I might shoot it to them. I already have, so I'm not gonna do that now. So I'm gonna mark this as done.
Let's try to make a phone call. Let's see if we can get some buyers on the phone.
So, what I want to do, since we already have a list put up, I'm gonna go to MLS. So running comps, I don't want to cross the lake. However, calling buyers and realtors, I don't give a fuck. I'll go all over here. So do this. Mind you, I only want to look at closed. I don't really want to look. I'll look at actives if it's something like recently fixed up. Really quick, I need to take a pee break before I start calling.
No, you're fine.
I should probably mute my mic, huh? Ooh. Can I do it?
Yeah, just push the big button.
At the bottom?
Yeah.
Yo, Josh just made accounts on Trelly and RE360.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good.
Awesome, man. Love to hear it. Let us know if you need help with any of that, man. If I'm just going to start rambling, if anybody hasn't done it yet, again, go and download that toolkit. It has this in there. It actually doesn't have the updated one because I'm constantly playing with this and updating it. If you guys want a copy of this, drop a comment, let me know, and I will send it to you personally. I have no problems with this. I'm constantly building these things and sending them out to the group. So if anybody doesn't have some way to analyze a deal and have it red flag and smack at you in the face to show you the numbers, you guys definitely need to have one. This is free. This is one that I built. It's in the link. Go download it, right? If you guys don't know how to use it, watch our videos, join the community, start asking questions. I'm there to help. It is so critical for you to understand the numbers on every deal. I can't wait until I see the wholesaler again that told me that he doesn't calculate rehab budget. It's not his job. All right? I don't care what you're doing. If you're only wholesaling, you still need to understand rehab budgets. And you have to have that accounted for in your figures somewhere along the lines. Otherwise, you're just going to be having dropped contracts. Okay? Philadelphia just came. What's it? No, it was Pennsylvania. Sorry, Pennsylvania just came out. One of the members in our Discord actually was talking about it. Pennsylvania just dropped this. It's going into effect in like 180 days. Josh Shapiro signed into a bill, 1173 into law in 180 days. Anybody in Pennsylvania is going to need to have a realtor license, and they're going to have to disclose whether or not it's a wholesale deal, wholesale transaction. Okay? A lot of things are coming down. A lot of different changes are going to start to happen in America because of shitty wholesalers. Okay? I'm calling you out. Even though we wholesale, we're not wholesalers. We're investors first. If you're a wholesaler, that's fine, but you have to put on your investor hat when you're talking to sellers. You have to be the professional. You have to have the hard conversations. It's okay if you're wholesaling, but the seller should know that. they should have that option brought to their attention, right? They should have full understanding of what's going on in the transaction. The whole reason why you're the professional and you're the expert, okay? Otherwise, why should they sell you the house? They shouldn't. If you don't know what the fuck is going on, they shouldn't sell you the house. That's my little rant. That's going into effect in Pennsylvania. I don't expect it to do much. It's kind of the same thing that happened in Oklahoma, right? It's just going to crack down on the Joe Schmoes getting into it and making free money, right? There's no such thing as free money. So if you didn't know that about us, you should drop in the Discord. Join the group, join the community. It's free. We do shit like this all the time. We talk all the day long.
Cool, so I'm just gonna look on the MLS. Boom. Around our properties, so I want to look for two things. I'm looking for houses that have been flipped. So I might call the current owner if it's listed active and the house is flipped. The current owner is the person that just flipped it. So I want to try to get a hold of them. If I can't, then I'm gonna get a hold of their listing agent. And if I can't, and then the other thing that I'm also looking for is closed deals that have closed with cash. So those are investors most of the time, people with cash. I'm doing a cash deal. We don't sell these, FHA, conventional, blah, 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 VA. So starting at the top, let's see, are these all actives? Yeah. So this is, I'm probably not gonna use beautiful ass lake house.
So, but all right. So your goal right now isn't to find comps, though, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
to find
oh yeah, true. I forgot we were looking for people. Okay, so
yeah.
this decent, looks good. So it's active right now. So it's not really a flipped house. So I don't know if I would reach out to the current owner. However, I can reach out to this realtor. So I'm just gonna call her and see. I don't know. I don't think I would reach out to anybody for this deal. I could reach out to the owner for it, I guess. But I have 27 things, so I don't want to call like everybody because I still got to go through InvestorLift. I still have to. If I don't / can't find a buyer for it, then then I'll go back through MLS again and hit the people I haven't. But like right now, I really just want to try to find.
That is such an underlooked resource, though, and I want to just put an exclamation point on it or underline it, whatever you want to say. Reaching out to realtors, just reaching out to brokers and saying, hey, listen, I see you do deals in the neighborhood. Do you have anything for sale, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to sell that would fit this buy box? Do you have any buyers that are looking for properties? Whatever your goal is, right? Whether it's an acquisition or the disposition side, spending one day a week to just sit there and systematically call realtors is not a waste of time.
Yeah.
The waste of time is when people do that once a month, once a blue moon, and then get no results from it, and then they curse it. No, you have to do your shit systematically, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna call this realtor. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, what conversation am I gonna have with this realtor? Hey, do you have any buyers for my house that's by your active one? They would be like, no, if I had a buyer, I would fucking sell my deal. However, they're marketing a deal that's $600,000, so maybe she's had some buyers reach out that are like, oh, that's way out of my price range. So she might have a buyer for us that just isn't interested in hers, but could be interested in ours. So I am gonna call this realtor.
This is the type of shit that we've done. I did this 2 months ago with Mason when we were looking to buy a property. We had a lead. It was a lead Zola lead. It was out in the boonies, and we just called other agents just to get their input on our deal, right? Like, hey, we got this property. It's a lead came in. How is the market in your area going, right? Just getting a fresh take on a submarket, right, is invaluable. I don't even know the words, but it's fucking high value to do, to get through.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and call her, put her on speaker. What's her name, Candace?
Let me know if you guys can hear or not.
Candace Smith with Wholesale Banker Anderson Realtor.
Typical.
I'm sorry I missed your call, but leave me a message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks and have a great day.
Hey Candace, this is Donovan. I was reaching out because I have a house that I'm selling in Murchison, Texas, and it's near an active listing you have on Island Drive. I wanted to see if you might have any investors or potential cash buyers that are interested in houses over here in this neighborhood. My property is only going for $95,000 cash, so I just wanted to put it out there. I'm gonna go ahead and text you all the details to it. So if you do have anyone, feel free to send it out, and then I am marketing it at 95, but I'm gonna send it to you at 100,000. So if you do find a buyer for it, that's $5,000 for you. So yeah, I'll send you all the details. My number for a callback is 972-505-5120. Thank you. That didn't hurt at all.
Very
all
easy,
that did was
very
help
natural.
me, if anything.
It's not a script. It's just a conversation. Hey, I saw you're in the neighborhood. I want to see if you can help me. XYZ, right? And the same thing, if you're doing the acquisition side. Hey, I'm looking in the neighborhood. I was wondering if you're looking to sell. Yes or no, right? Not yes or no, but it's very natural. It's very easy. Stop overthinking it. Stop trying to get cute with it.
And you're gonna actually see me adjust my script. So something I didn't like that I did is I told her the asking price was 95 and then told her about 100. So now this next realtor I'm gonna call, I'm gonna tell him 100 right off the bat and then say, I'm willing to pay you 5,000. That makes it seem a lot better to them. So let's go with this new one. Sheila. And I mean, we only have 27, so these are all like, I should try to contact somebody from every listing on this at least. Could you read that number to me? I can't see.
214-395.
Oh, hold on.
Sheila Anderson.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I took it from you.
Thanks for calling Keller Williams. This is Sheila. How can I help you?
Hey Sheila, my name is Donovan. I was calling because I am marketing a house for sale in Murchison, Texas, near an active listing you have off of Calendar Lake Drive. So I'm selling it off market for 100,000. I just wanted to see if you might have any buyers in the area who might be interested in it. It's not lakefront, but it is lake adjacent.
I don't. Off of the top of my head, but when I get back to the office, I can look through what my notes and stuff, and I can send them to you, what I have.
Okay, awesome. Would you prefer me text you or email you the details?
Email me, please.
Okay, and is it the Sheila Anderson? Perfect. I'll send that right over. Thank you so much.
All right. Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Made 2 phone calls, got 1 potential lead, right? Put in the work.
Let's go ahead and email her. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Sheila,
Love you,
the
Glenn.
deal coming at you.
My favorite. Oh, sorry.
I can pull up her email.
SHEILAAN.
Oh, that's an I? I thought it was
Yeah,
2 L's.
yeah, that's why I zoomed in.
Anderson at kw.com.
Is she in our shit already? Oh, no,
No.
it's yeah, sorry. Oh, shit. That's way too small.
Instagram stayed up, so that like hour thing's a myth, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send it to her later. I don't want to waste too much time doing that. But you can't see my email, but what I did for my subject, I just put house for sale in Murchison, Texas, and then I put in parentheses off market. A lot of realtors, that's my like hook to that realtor is it's an off-market deal, and then hopefully she'll recognize the conversation we just had and me sending it over to her. And then even though she said to email it to her, I'm also gonna text her. So I have her phone number. I just called it, so I'm just gonna text her the details really quick. I'm just gonna send my marketing message. I'm just gonna say, hey Sheila, so nice to talk to you. Just a reminder, my name is Donovan. Here's the details on the property. I'm gonna email it to you as well.
Damn. I'm gonna buy 115 acres.
Yeah, also, excuse me. Under that, I'm also putting asking 100,000. If you have a buyer at that, I can give you 5K. Boom. So 3% of 100,000 is 3,000. So she is possibly making $2,000 more than she would have if she listed that property.
All right. Sorry, I got sidetracked pulling
You're
up
good,
the
you're good.
next woman's phone number.
So I'm gonna skip down because
I was
I don't
about
want
to
to sit
say, you
here and
want to
just call
switch over
realtors.
to
So I'm gonna try to skip trace a
actual buyer?
Yeah. Let's start at the bottom. So this person purchases cash, hopefully. Yep.
Dale Beard.
So Dale Beard was the selling and listing agent. So this is a good realtor. I'm probably gonna call him regardless of if I get a hold of them. However, I want to try to get a hold of his buyer first, because then I don't have to pay him $5 or $5,000. So I'm just gonna go to history, see who the most recent purchase was. So it was purchased by this Lucero Contreras. So, don't need to look up his name. Let's see if we have a mailing address for my man. So he's in Waco. So I'm gonna pull up this fast people search again.
Did fat people search come up real quick? Like, I got scared.
Where is he?
To those that are watching, if you have any conversation, if you have any questions about negotiations or anything like that, drop them in the comments. Let us know. If you're having any roadblocks, things that you're running into in the market, let us know.
Waco, Texas. Okay, 2 results popped up. Let's see. So his mailing address is blah 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 blah.
43rd Street.
I'm gonna look for that. Not there. Boom, found him. Second one's a charm. So we have potential phone numbers. So I'm gonna call this guy. Fast People Search is 75% accurate, so... And not only that, but these pull up his past phone numbers, his relative phone numbers, other people on his phone plan, so it's never guaranteed, but...
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please.
Okay, so that phone number didn't work.
I'm just trying to copy this real quick. Okay.
Double dial, maybe he's just on Do Not Disturb.
I'm sorry, the person you...
Nope. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next phone number. If he answers, I'm gonna need to take over the
Yeah,
mouse
just
real
take it.
quick.
Rip it away from me.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the
I hate
tone,
when people don't have
please
their
record
voicemail
your
set up.
message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, this is Donovan. I was trying to get a hold of Lucero Contreras. I'm not sure if this is the right number. However, I have some property for sale out in Murchison, Texas, and I just wanted to see if you might be interested. It's near another deal that you purchased recently off of Hickory Hills Drive. So if you are interested, just shoot me a text or call back. This is the wrong number. I apologize, but my number is 97. And then I don't know if that's him or not, so I'm also gonna send a little text, because if he's anything like me, he probably doesn't answer phone calls from random people. So a phone call with a text followed up will let him know who I am, and hopefully it'll make him comfortable enough to say, yes, this is me, or no, it's not, fuck off. And all I'm saying is, hey, this is Donovan trying to reach Lucero Contreras. Not sure if I have the right number. That's it. He's either gonna tell me yes, this is, or no, it's not. Okay, so that wasn't him, or at least didn't have any luck. So I'm gonna just try maybe 2 or 3 more phone numbers. Once you get past like the 5th one, I don't think that these are the numbers, because like I said, these are all his previous past numbers, and it sorts them by date. So if the first 5 doesn't work, then it's probably all. And then at that point, like I said, I'll reach out to the realtor. 374. Yep, that's not him. So let's do one more. If this phone number doesn't get me in contact with him, then I'm gonna move on. That's something else. You gotta know how to delegate your time. You can sit here and call these phone numbers. I think especially if you're a new wholesaler, or maybe a wholesaler that just does a couple deals a month, you definitely should call all these phone numbers. Me personally, I have like 10 deals I'm marketing right now, and I need to do this for all 10 of those deals. So I'm just gonna call the first 4, maybe 3 numbers, because my time is valuable. So I gotta try to knock these out as fast as possible.
What's our property address?
This is Chris. Sorry I missed your call. If you leave me a brief message, I'll be sure to call you back as soon as I can.
Sorry, Chris.
Have a good day.
At the tone, please record your message.
Maybe it's
when you finish
his son.
recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, this is Donovan. I was trying to get a hold of Lucero Contreras. I'm not sure if this is the right number. If you could, just give me a call back when you can. My number is 972-50. In regards to a property that I'm selling out in Murchison, Texas. Thank you. Shit, maybe that was a buyer. Who knows? So wasn't able to get a hold of him, obviously. So what I want to do now is get a hold of that realtor. So...
Oh, on the listing.
Now let me scroll.
Okay, so I'm gonna call Dale real quick. And I've actually seen this dude's name a lot, so he's a pretty good realtor. He's probably a broker. I've seen him in different cities. Oh look, I already have his number saved. Ridgewood. I guess I've done a deal with this dude before.
Hello.
Hey, Dale.
Yes.
Hey, Dale, this is Donovan. I was calling because I have a property I'm selling out of Murchison, Texas. I wanted to see if you might be interested, or if you might have any buyers that would be. It was near a deal that you closed recently off of Hickory Hills.
Okay, you have a property, what, for sale?
Yes, sir, for sale. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so it's 1990 build, 2-story, 322. It's not lakefront, so lake adjacent, and we're asking 100,000 $95,000 our best offer for it.
Okay, 1990, 2-story.
Yeah, and it sits on just under an acre. It's 0.9 acres. I'm actually gonna send you a quick text with all the info that I have on it.
Okay, you say it's on the Hickory Hill side? Or is it on the Calendar Lake side? Or is it in the town of Murchison? I'm sorry.
So no, it's over there by the lake. I'm not familiar with the roads. Let me see. So it's on the east side of the lake. I'm not sure if you know.
Wait a minute. Hold on. East side would be probably the Calendar Lake side. Okay, so you don't know the street name of the property or anything?
Yeah. So the address is 372 Whippoorwill Drive.
I know where Whippoorwill is.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I just texted you all the details I have to it.
Okay, 372 Whippoorwill. I just can't think of a 2-story house along through there, but I can sure check it out. And you're saying y'all are asking 95?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about the situation. I can come from. Now, are y'all under contract?
I'm sorry, Dale. It's getting hard to hear you. You're kind of going out.
Okay, hold on just a second. Is now any better?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, is it one of these things like do y'all own the property already, or are y'all under contract to
Yes,
buy
sir.
it and then you're trying to sell it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're under contract and we're just looking to sign it.
Okay, all right. So basically, y'all would close with them, and then the buyer from y'all would close right after that, basically.
So we would just do one closing. It would just be an assignment of contract. So yeah, just one closing. And once we assign it, we'll close with mutual title, and yeah, they'll handle everything.
Okay, as a buyer, such as myself or anybody else, are you able to choose your title company, or do we have to use one that you've chosen?
So we've already opened title with mutual title, so we would like to close with them just because we have a set close date with this already, and they've been running the title search. We just don't want to risk it going past that close date. We want to be able to perform for these sellers, so yeah, we would prefer to keep it with mutual.
Okay, where is that at?
They're in Dallas, so they have a location in Farmers Branch and another one in Sunnyvale, Mesquite area.
Yeah, I like to close with places that I know.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, man, if we can get a deal going, I can always talk with my partners. It's not like we're against using it, as long as it's a reputable company that we can talk to and know.
Right. Well, let me ask you this.
He can close in
knowing
his.
that this is in
Like
Van
they
Zandt
can close
County,
through their
does
mutual
or
use
do
them
they
as like
farm
as
out? Do
a
they
notary.
have the ability to do searches in Van Zandt, or do they farm out to another local company to do the title search for them?
That's a good question. I think when it fits out of county, they might farm out. I actually just spoke with my partner really quick. He's here next to me. So you could close with your title company, and we just keep the title search with Mutual, and then get the two title companies in contact with each other. Yeah, we've done deals like that before.
Because I'm going to take it. Folks are still living in this house at this time.
No, sir. So it's vacant. They moved
It's
to
vacant.
yes, sir. Yeah, they moved to Fort Worth recently. I actually have the keys with me. I'm here in Dallas, so I have the keys, and I just was planning on going up there, at some point. So whenever I do go up, if you want to walk it, I'd love to get you access.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's not a problem. If I drive by, I just didn't want to get out and walk around the outside or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. It's Texas. You gotta be careful.
A problem. Yeah, I sell a lot of properties out in Calendar Lake and stuff, and I actually sometimes buy properties myself.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm trying to think of Whippoorwill and where there's a 2-story house. So.
Yeah, I have
anyway.
I have a little eagle view that I'll send you a picture of to kind of help locate it, because when you pull it up on Google or even MLS, it takes you down the street for some reason, not where the exact property is. So I'll send you all that information. That way you can find it a little easier. I think it's on Whippoorwill and Elm Drive. So it's on. Those are some two cross streets for you.
Whippoorwill and Elm. Okay, right at Whippoorwill and Elm, there's a place that looks like a mobile home, which are not supposed to be allowed in there, but it's always looked like, but it's not 2-story. The house is 2-story.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 2-story with the metal roof, so you should be able to.
There's a house that's across the street that's kind of got privacy fence stuff all around it. I bet that's it. You can't really see the house.
Yeah, just from the eagle view, it looks covered with trees and stuff.
Yeah, and I think it has like a fence up or what. I always thought it was a drug house. That's what it would be. But it was always very privately covered up and stuff. You couldn't really even see what's back there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll do a drive-by and see what I can figure out. And do I call you back at this same number?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my number. You can shoot me a text or call here. And then once I do plan on going out there, whether it's me or my partner, I'll give you a call. That way, hopefully I can get you inside.
Okay, that sounds good. And what was your name again?
My name is Donovan Jasso.
Donovan. Okay. Hi, Donovan. I'm Dale, and I'm writing down your number and trying to talk at the same time.
No worries.
But anyway, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll try to do a drive-by over there today.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Boom. Called a realtor. He ended up being a buyer.
It's not
Good
hard,
shit.
folks. Stop getting cute. That's gonna be my new slogan.
So
all right. So while you're on the phone, I pulled up InvestorLift just in case the next phone call we want to make is try to get an actual investor. But I loved everything about that conversation. I loved how the guy was just so. No, I'm starting off and saying that's the best fucking realtor in Texas because he answered on the first ring. I thought it was AI.
Yeah.
Like he's hello. I was like, that's a fake number. That was a fake. And hi, I'm trying to get Dale. Well, this is him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Let's rock and roll, Dale.
Shout out Dale.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to do the same thing. So we're on InvestorLift now. So I put my search a little bit wider than usual because, as you saw, there's not a lot of people out here. So I went about 1.5 miles, got 46 results. That's pretty good. So I sorted by buyer score. So our biggest buyer out here has a buyer score of 28,000. That means that this buyer does some deals. They're called AGT Properties LLC.
Out of Florida? Is that what that said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're a Florida company. So I'm gonna open up, drag this over here by my fast people search. So I showed you how to skip trace people. Now I'm gonna show you how to skip trace companies. So I'm going to open corporates, or better yet, even before, oh, what the hell? You can just Google it. So open corporates usually pops up, but if you Google an LLC, different websites. Oh look, they even have a website and a phone number.
Headquarters in Florida.
Yeah, so I don't even have to skip trace them. I just Googled their thing and
Go back to InvestorLift real quick. 5146. That's not even one of those numbers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's give it a try. I wonder if this is the same. Is this in Florida?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Right?
No, this has me in Alaska.
In the it's got you in the middle of the Pacific. Really.
Alright, we'll try. 81728.
No, it's 813.
Oh shit, yeah, 813.
You blind?
Yeah, actually.
283 51.
Got it. AGT Properties. While I do that, I'm just going to see if I can find any other. Go to their website.
Thank you for calling AGT Properties. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are sorry we've missed your call, but it is very important to us. So please leave your name and the best phone number to reach you, and we will return your call as soon
Oh, yeah,
as
this is out of
possible.
Missouri.
Thank you for calling, and we look forward to working
See
with
if they
you.
invest in Texas. Hey, this is Donovan. I was reaching out because I have an off-market property for sale in Texas. I'm not sure if y'all do deals out there, but I wanted to reach out and see if you might be interested. It's over there by Calendar Lake in Murchison, Texas. If you are interested, just shoot me a text or call back. My number is 972-505-50. And I'm going to shoot you an email as well. I'm actually on y'all's website, so you can either get a hold of me that way or through my phone. Thank you. Okay, so that's not the company I'm looking for, but it's another real estate company, so it doesn't hurt. So
It's called Aaron directly.
let's see if Open Corporate says it. Oh shit. God damn it. Boom, paste. All right, now we're looking for Florida.
HGG Properties of Florida.
Is this the same? Nope. Yeah, let's just try to, let's use these phone numbers that it gives us. See if we can get a hold of Aaron. It's crazy, I have my contacts in too.
Hi, this is Teal'c Sushnik's phone. Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your
Sound like his
message.
daughter.
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Donovan. I was trying to get a hold of Aaron with AGT Properties. I'm not sure if this is the right number, but if you could just give me a call back at 972-505-5120. Thank you. It's my number.
He wants it.
Yeah.
Number's rated E for everyone.
Next phone number. So that was someone on his family plan, at least. They had the same last name. So maybe his daughter was like, hey, Dad, someone just called me asking for you. And he'll call me back. Or maybe this is his phone
You
number right
stupid
here.
son of a bitch! Why are you calling my daughter? Love you too, Ryan.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, this is Donovan. I was trying to get a hold of Aaron with AGT Properties. I'm not sure if this is the right number, but if you could, just shoot me a text or call back. My number is 972-505-5120. Thank you. So I'm hoping that was his number. He just doesn't have his voicemail set up, but we'll try one more.
The number you have.
I'll try one more. Yeah, it didn't work. All right, so hopefully one of those are him. Oh yeah.
MapQuest.
Come on, MapQuest.
Come on, MapQuest. 5146 again. It was that. That was the first number that we called.
Yeah.
Yep, it is. That's the right website. That's the right number.
Maybe he went trans? That's why the voice sounded like that? I don't know.
Take it over.
But so unfortunately wasn't able to, or I guess I can use fast people. I'm not gonna pretend like I knew what that dude's last name was.
The fact that you remembered Aaron, I was actually impressed.
Been sober for 6 weeks, man. Let's start thinking again. I didn't even see what city it was. I'm just gonna put Florida. Hopefully there's not too many Disposition Floridas. Hey, found him.
Goes by Anton. That's not him. He's 104.
Oh shit. Yeah. So unfortunately, a little bit of a dead end. I could dig more into the LLC. I might, just because he's the only one with a decent buyer score.
It was the next was in the single digits, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides him. Yeah, 8,000. And as you can see, it starts to get to like just people. There's an LLC down here, but they have $3,000 buyer score. Oh look, Dale Beard. The dude we just talked to.
Fucking Dale!
Fucking Dale.
Yeah, he's on there a couple times actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't. Oh, yeah. So, not them. There's other websites like Wiki Corporates and others. Sometimes those will pop up. These are all showing the other.
What's the address?
Yeah, these are all popping up. That Missouri one. Address. His address?
Scroll to the top.
372 Whippoorwill Drive.
Oh, I know where Whippoorwill is.
Okay, so let me go down to the next lady. So Caitlin McLean out of Florida. She's in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Just gonna copy, slap her in here real quick, trying to show y'all how to skip trace with that investor lift. Wesley Chapel. And try to match her mailing address. So she's in Boyette. any of those. This is Florida, but it's not the same city. It's unfortunate. Okay, so from here, I'll probably just skip chase this lady through InvestorLift and see what numbers pop up. InvestorLift doesn't want me to skip tracing.
You might have to
Or
just
I think
reload
it did and nothing popped up because it says reskip. Fuck no. They're just trying to take my coins. Okay, fuck that bitch. Next. White Rock Holdings LLC. So a lot of phone numbers on here. We don't know which one is or could be theirs. And it looked like they were based out of Texas. Yep, they're out of Dallas. Boom, they have a website. Hopefully they have a phone number on their website. Oh, that's not Dallas. What is that, Illinois? So this might not be their... Yeah, it's not the same company. Okay, so I'll go back to open corporates. Minnesota. God damn it. Okay, Texas, right? No. I want White Rock Holdings.
Where's it supposed to be?
So I'm looking, it would say like right here. So this is saying where all these are based
But
on.
we're looking for which one though? That's
White
what I'm
Rocks Holdings LLC. So it would be one of these, but we just got to match the one with Texas. But it looks like it's not a thing. I'll just click on Texas over here. So this should show us all the ones that are registered in Texas. Just none of them are called White Rock Holdings. I sounded like freaking Logan there for a second. White Rock Holdings.
Go back.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Series LLC.
So they're based out of
Louisville?
Louisville. They're based out of Dallas.
So put that address into Google's.
Take these out of here. It also could be, yeah, there's probably just a lawyer that set up the LLC.
Yeah. It's the agent, registered agent. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to InvestorLift. I'm probably just gonna call these phone numbers.
Sorry.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 51262 not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Donovan. I was trying to get a hold of someone with White Rock Holdings LLC. I'm not sure if this is the right number, but if you could just shoot me a text or call back at 972-505-5120. Thank you. Next.
The wireless customer. Your call cannot be.
This is why I don't like using InvestorLift Skiptrace, because they give you 20 numbers and none of them are correct. So that is why I still use Fast People Search and Open Corporates, even though I'm provided with phone numbers, because their data is just not as accurate. I'm not talking shit, just being honest. So I'm 6 numbers into it already, and 5 of those phone numbers aren't even in service. That one didn't even ring. So this is another reason why, like, I tried to emphasize to acquisition, like, look on Godmode to find out how many buyers there are, because those are how many buyers I'm going to call. But what they don't see is this part of it. Like, we're already 3 in, and I haven't been able to get a hold of any of these. So just because these people are on InvestorLift, like, it's still a process to try to skip trace them, get a hold of them, call all these phone numbers, and you might not reach them at the end of the day. So something like this, I think it had like 40 something results. I mean, let's say I call everyone, try to reach everyone, I only get a hold of 15. So to Tony and Mason, they're like, oh, you had 46 people like to give this deal to, none of the 46 wanted it. It's not that none of the 46 wanted it, but it's that I was only able to get a hold of 15 out of the 46, and only 2 out of those 15 were actually interested in it. So when you're giving me a deal in the middle of nowhere that has 5 or 10 results, I automatically know I'm not going to contact 5 to 10 people. Like, I'm going to call all these numbers and I'm going to get a hold of 1 or 2. So that's another thing you have to consider when you're doing deals, not just in a big metroplex, but when you start doing them statewide, nationwide. When you get deals out in the boonies, I mean, it makes it a lot harder to find buyers for these, regardless of what platform you use. Because even something as cool as InvestorLift that gives you these people or LLCs, it's still up to you to skip trace and try to find and get a hold of these people. And that can be difficult sometimes. Try one more phone number, and then I'll just go to the next for time purposes.
We're sorry, you have reached a.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so Dale, I just talked to, so sent the info to Dale. Oh, I guess one thing that I didn't do that I want to show is adding people into the CRM that I spoke with. Cool.
Make sure it's not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go under that deal. So where are you at? Merch. These are all old deals. Oh, it's recently viewed. Go to. I'm just gonna look this shit up. Okay, you can show it now. So I'm going to add Dale to here. So this is what that looks like. I'm adding an interested buyer. So I need to keep track with everyone that I spoke to. So if you don't have a CRM, like I showed you, you can do notes. What you could do is just under the marketing message, just go under that. And honestly, I do it if we don't have a transaction made in our CRM already. I'll just go to the note and I'll start making a list of the interested buyers I've talked to. So Dale Beard. I would put his phone number here. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to rat my dude Dale out. But so I would put buyer's phone number. That way I know how to get a hold of him, because I'm not gonna save everyone's number that I talk to. So when I go here, I say, okay, who do I need to follow up with? Dale Beard. I talked to him. So I'm gonna put today was 7-Eleven. And he's an investor. God damn it, these fucking investor and realtor in the area, interested in walking the property. I don't, but I need confirmation. And I can't even see what's up there, so I don't know if I'm like...
You're doing it blind.
Yeah, okay, so save. The reason I'm doing that is, like I said, tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to look at the people that I spoke with, and I'm going to follow up with them. So Dale Beard, I'll probably talk to him. I don't want to talk to him before I can give him some info on like walking and stuff, so I might hit him up on Friday.
Man, we're gonna ask him to send us photos.
Yeah, low key.
He's gonna go drive past it and then give us a call. Hey, send some photos for me.
I'm actually gonna text him and just say, hey, can you send me some pictures of the outside? That way, and then I can go update my Facebook message, the email message. But yeah, I don't know if you want to keep calling. It's really skip tracing more than calling at this point.
We can wrap it up. I think unless anybody has any questions, then drop them in the comments, in Discord, in YouTube, Facebook, wherever the hell you're watching. Drop questions. Let us know if we answered everything. I think we went into depth. Guys, it doesn't take much. It comes down to just putting in the work, okay? That is what is going to make you successful in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next coming market, everything that's changing. If you want to be successful, it comes down to just putting in the work. Well, how do you do it? You make phone calls. You get told no a lot of times, right? You talk to voicemails a lot of times, right? There are things out there that's going to make your life easier, but they're not going to solve your problems, right? There's no easy button in life. There's no easy button in real estate. With that being said, next Thursday, I just want to end on it one more time. Next Thursday is our open office. Everybody's invited. July 18th. It's in our office. Come on out. Doors open at 5:30. We usually kick people out somewhere around 9:30. This month, we're talking about marketing, all right? If you want to learn about PPC, if you want to learn about direct mail, if you want to learn about door knocking, if you want to learn about anything to do with direct mail, anything to do with direct-to-seller marketing, come on out. We're going to be talking about it. I have the owner of Sphere Rocket VA coming. He's going to be doing a small presentation. We don't do big presentations there. There's no one person doing a sob story. It's pure networking. It's pure roundtable. It's an honest mastermind event. So, free open invitation to everybody. If anybody needs anything, let us know. Join the Discord community. Keep crushing it. Peace. Take us out of here, Tommy.
I'm starving.